Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jack here, and welcome to another What If. Okay, so this is the last new What If of the month. For the rest of the month, I'm either going to continue on this or continue on on these two. What if All Might didn't save Deku? And what if Deku was OP 18 plus? Oh god, I just hit my head on a tree. Okay. So, anyways, let's get straight into it. This what if is called What If All Might was never injured. Now, the big fight came, and I'm pretty sure this was when Izuku was 10. Anyways, All for One tries to go for the finishing punch, but All Might dodges and does his finishing blow, which completely ruins All for One's face. Meaning that All Might won't have a timer, and Night would still probably be his sidekick. Probably. Also, I want to point out that this what if does not go for my personal beliefs. Personally, if I believe that if All Might was never injured, Izuku would have definitely become a villain. But, you know how I do my what-ifs. I do it with a little pizzazz, but this one, that just wasn't, pizzazz enough for me. And, well, where is it? Oh, yeah. 4 years later, and everything happened like it did canon, except for, well, All Might have bigger timers, so he'll be able to save more people now. So, really, Endeavor has no chance of beating him. On his own, anyway. Oh, God. And everything went like it did in canon up to where Izuku grabbed All Might's leg and All Might landed on the top of the building. Izuku asked if he could ever be a hero without a quirk, and All Might said, "I'm sorry, kid, but you can't." He jumps off. All Might realizes that the sludge villain got away. Izuku, and sure enough, All Might finds the sludge villain with Bakugo, and Detroit smashes him. And Izuku saw what happened, and he said this to himself: "It got away because of me. If I hadn't grabbed a hold of All Might's leg, Katran wouldn't have been at risk. He's right. I could never be a hero. All I do is cause damage. And he continues to walk home depressed. Bakugo catches up to him saying, "Oi, Deku!" But Izuku doesn't pay attention. And Bakugo looks at Izuku and sees that he's in more of a for the depressed state that he usually is. Bakugo said, "Deku, are you okay?" But before Izuku could answer, so they both heard sirens. They ran to see what was happening, and the building that Inko and Izuku were living in, it was on fire. And 3 pro heroes were there. I'm going to say Kamui Woods, Edshot, and Backtrap. Kamui Woods said, well, Kamui Woods didn't say anything. Izuku looked around, along with Bakugo. He looked around too. But he didn't see Inko. And Bakugo said, "Oh my god, Inko might still be in there." And without thinking, Izuku ran into the building. He ran into the fiery building without thinking. And well, he found his mother unconscious. He was about to head out the way he came, but the fire blocked his path, so he had to jump out of a window. Mount Lady, of course made sure that they didn't fall to their deaths by holding her hand under them. But unfortunately, Deku got struck by lightning as soon as he exited the building, dropping unconscious Inko. And as soon as the lightning was done striking him, Izuku fell unconscious into Mount Lady's hand. Mount Lady put them down. The ambulance came and took both of them to the hospital. And Bakugo rushed over to the hospital to make sure that Inko was okay, because, well, let's be honest, he doesn't give up about Midoriya. then sure enough, Izuku wakes up in the hospital, though, with the doctor sitting right next to him. The doctor says, "Hey, are you feeling okay? Is anything out of normal?" Izuku says, "No. Why should it be?" The doctor says, "Well, kid, remember when we did a brain scan a week ago?" Izuku said, yeah, what's the problem?" And the doctor said, well, pulls out 2 pictures and says, "This is your brain scan last week. And the brain scan shows it normal." And then the doctor continues, "And this is your brain scan today." And it shows that Izuku's neurons are firing at extreme speeds and getting faster over time. The doctor then said, "I tried to test if you had a quirk or not, but you're still quirkless. So I'm still not certain about what's happening here. So if anything's out of the ordinary," the doctor then hands him his card and says, "Give me a call." And then out of the corner of his eye, Izuku sees the three heroes that sent him to the hospital. Izuku blinked, and as soon as he blinked, he found out why his neurons were getting faster over time. That lightning bolt seemed to have given him an ability that's not a quirk, but something else. Izuku was now able to scan anyone he wants. And know everything about them, including their quirks and fighting styles. He'll also be able to use those fighting styles. And quirks, but that's for a later time. Anyway, Izuku scans the 3 heroes without him noticing. And Izuku said, "How's my mom?" And Kamui Woods said, I'm sorry, kid. Your mom's dead. We did everything we could." And Izuku got up from his bed, started to leave leave, but then stopped when he was side to side with Kamui and said, "Did everything you did everything you could? Or did you do did everything you wanted to?" He then ran out of the hospital. He ran into Bakugo and accidentally scanned him. And at this point, Bakugo was a little freaked out at this, because Izuku was running and he didn't know why. So Bakugo said, "Deku, what's the problem?" Izuku then fled worried about his new ability. He scanned a few people on accident, and retreated into the woods, where he found an abandoned warehouse with weapons, bins, and tools. Izuku said to himself, "Wait, this is an abandoned warehouse. Why is there so many tools here?" He then looked at the computer screen, saw it's completely active, and on the side and the corner of the room, he saw this suit you see right here. He recognized it from an old hero book that he read. Izuku said, "I can't believe it. This is the costume of the Black Cat. The unknown vigilante. The world's first vigilante. This must be where he worked." All Might said that I couldn't be a hero. But he never said I couldn't be a vigilante. Save the world with a smile on your face. That is what a real hero does. And surely begins his vigilante career. In fact, his first mission was on that day. And there was a big gang. There was a gang, messing with someone. And he quickly took them out. And then he put on the wall an eye with a green line through it. eye in the middle of it. You know, like, yeah. The next day, the reporters were like, people have missing report. Izuku Midoriya. Yeah. Ran away from a hospital after his mother died. If someone finds him, please contact the Pro Heroes immediately. Also contact the Pro Heroes if you see this person. A vigilante only known by this symbol. The Pro Heroes have begun to call this vigilante analysis. More on that later, or when we can get it. And that's all we have for today. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, boom, slap that like button across the face. Catch you next one, guys. Laters.